This next story might be my favorite story of the day because it's just that silly. Right Wing Watch was listening to the Voice of Christian Youth America. I don't know if that's a radio show or if that's a station, but either way, it's pretty scary because it's so packed full of propaganda and just the idea that they're reaching out to kids. I mean, it's called the Voice of Christian Youth America. Probably not the message you should be sending to kids. And on the show, the president of World Prophetic Ministry, Dr. Ed Hindson, came on to describe in detail what will happen during the rapture.
The United States would be incredibly impacted by the rapture because there are more professing Christians here than perhaps any other place on the planet. Now, millions of people would be missing worldwide, China, England, Europe, wherever. But what would happen, I think, in the United States is the sudden rapture of believers would leave this country totally secularist, totally atheist, totally in the hands of anti-Christian forces, and it would decimate the economy, the banking system, even the military, the police system. It would throw this country into chaos overnight. Not throw any country into chaos, but the larger percentage of born-again believers, the larger percentage of the chaos. And I think what answers the real question is, why is the United States not there in end times prophecy? Unless you try to view the Babylon of the end times as America, there's no clear indication that America's there anywhere. So is she totally destroyed? Possibly, but not likely. It's more likely that she's decimated by the impact of the rapture, and the power then shifts to Europe, because I think the Bible makes it clear the Antichrist will rise out of the old Roman Empire in Europe.
Obviously. Duh. Everybody knows that. The Antichrist, during the rapture, comes out of the area that used to be Rome, right? It was an area near Florence, is it? Or is it in Sicily? I don't remember exactly. Well, the area that was Rome, wherever, around that area, okay? That's where the rapture happens. The Antichrist comes out of there. The dude's got like kind of like a moderate to dark skin tone going on, okay? He's got dark hair, brown eyes. He's chiseled. Nicely built guy, but he's the Antichrist, so what are you going to do? I mean, ladies, he might be attractive, but back off, it's the Antichrist. He's got a job to do here. Do you like my specifics, which I'm pulling out of my anus? No, that's what I love about these crazy religious people. It's so shameless. It's so shameless. And if this guy were to listen to people that believed just as fervently any other religion, if he listened to them give their specifics for their goofy gods, he would laugh at them, right? Like some Muslim talking about what happened with the descendants of Muhammad and the difference between Sunni and Shiite, and they're saying, no, well, his godfather 3 times removed was the one that obviously we should be following, and he wore the garments that were made of silk, and he led everybody out of Babylon, and this guy would be like, so stupid, he's making shit up. Isn't that amazing? Oh, what a clown. This guy would look at Joseph Smith like, yeah, fucking con man over here creating his own religion. What Mormonism? Mormonism, so stupid. The Scientologist talking about aliens and Xenu and stuff like that. Like, oh, yeah, other planets. It's like a fairy tale. It's like Mother Goose. But when it's his bullshit, oh, no, totally. See, what happens is the Antichrist comes out of the area that used to be Rome. Clearly, he said, I mean, people in China, England, and Europe, they're going to be affected by the rapture, of course. And I like how he said believers are going to leave America for the rapture. So they're going to leave here. I think they go to Israel first. They take a plane there, okay? And then the rapture happens. But you got to make sure you get there by 4 o'clock, okay? Because you got to have a late lunch first. And then Jesus flies down bodily like this. He goes like that. And then he says, all right, guys, let's go together. And then, of course, all the atheists are left in America, and the economy collapses, the banking system collapses, everybody starts killing each other, and it's hell on earth. Oh, the specifics are so stupid. And also, I love how the only reason why America descends into chaos is because of the atheists. He's like, well, obviously, when you leave the atheists alone, crazy people, they're going to make shit suck, man. And what's the reality? Well, the places on Earth right now that have the highest percentage of atheists and secularists, that would be Western Europe, Scandinavian region, places like that. Yeah, they actually have, according to the studies and the data gathered by the UN and the World Health Organization and others, they have the best healthcare systems in the world, the best middle classes, the highest levels of self-reported happiness, the best education systems. Need I go on? More vacation time? The places that are more secular are actually empirically doing better than the religious places. Like, think about the most religious places in the world. Saudi Arabia. Iran. Even, and what would he respond? Well, those aren't our religion. Our religion is doing fantastic. You know what the most Christian places on the planet? Well, obviously the Vatican, right? 100%. Number 2, Greece. Over 99% Christian. Their unemployment rate is about equal to what the unemployment rate was in the U.S. during the Great Depression. Tell me again how all you need is the religious people and things work out fantastic. Really? Fascinating. I didn't know that. Why is it that the non-religious places are doing better today? And the final thing here is, he's like, it's so weird. America's not mentioned in the Bible. Strange. Well, maybe because it's written by men, and America didn't exist at the time. Slapstick. God, they're so stupid, but they're so convinced that they're right, which is the most annoying part. Because it's like, how have you so fully disconnected from any connection with reality on this planet? It really is stunning, and it really is a case study in deviant psychology.